I stood on the graduation stage with my diploma in my hand, smiling for the camera, when I heard my family in the crowd. B. That's our B. Go B. My stomach dropped like a rock. After everything I had just accomplished, they still couldn't get my real name right. It started when I was 3. My older brother Jake, who was 5, tried to say my name Hannah, but it came out all messed up like hubby. My mom thought it was the cutest thing ever. She started calling me B right then. B, time for your bath. B needs her nap. Dad jumped right in. He would pick me up after work, his hands still greasy from the auto shop, and say, how's my little B today? Pretty soon the whole family used it. Even my teachers at school picked it up because mom put B on every permission slip and emergency card. By middle school it was everywhere. The smell of mom's meatloaf would fill the house every Sunday, and she'd yell up the stairs, B, dinner. My dentist's office had me listed as Hannah on the computer, but when they called me back the lady would say, B Ramirez? I just nodded. It felt normal. I was B. Hannah sounded like some stranger on paper. I tried to fix it once when I was 16. It was a hot July night in 2022. We were all at the kitchen table, the fan blowing warm air around. I pushed my plate away and said, Mom, Dad, can you please start calling me Hannah? That's my actual name. Mom laughed so hard her eyes watered. Oh B, don't be silly. You've been B longer than you've been anything else. It's who you are to us. Dad just shook his head and took another bite. Let it go, kid. Nicknames are family. Jake smirked across the table. Yeah, little B is getting too big for her britches. In this town, your family's nickname matters more than what's on your birth certificate. I left for college in August 2023. I filled out every single form with Hannah Ramirez. My roommate looked at me the first day and said, Hi, I'm Sarah. What's your name? I said Hannah, and it felt strange, like I was wearing shoes that were 2 sizes too big, but I kept saying it. Professors called me Hannah during roll call. New friends texted me as Hannah. For the first time, the name felt like it belonged to me. 2 years later, in May 2025, the university posted the dean's list online with full names. I made it. My phone exploded. Mom sent a screenshot to the family group chat. Look at our Hannah on the dean's list. We are so proud. Dad called me right after. Hannah, that's my girl. We knew you could do it. Even Jake texted, congrats Hannah. You killed it. I stared at the messages, my chest tight. They remembered now. After 22 years of be this and be that, one online list, and suddenly I was Hannah again. It didn't feel good. It felt fake. The breaking point came 3 weeks ago. I was in my tiny apartment, the air conditioner rattling loud, when Jake called. His voice was all sweet. Hey Hannah, listen, my truck blew the alternator. It's gonna run me $1,452.80 to fix. You're doing so good now with your grades and everything. Can you spot your brother? I'll pay you back, I swear. My hand started shaking so bad I almost dropped the phone. Sweat ran down my back even though the room was cold. My heart pounded hard against my ribs like it was trying to break out. I could feel my face get hot. All I could picture was every time they laughed at me for wanting my real name. Every B, stop being so sensitive. Every time they introduced me as their little B like I was still 3 years old. My throat felt tight. I couldn't even talk right away. I finally said, no Jake, I'm done helping. He got mad fast. What? After everything mom and dad did for you? Don't be like that, B. I hung up on him. The next morning I drove straight to the county courthouse. I paid the $435 fee and filed the papers. I picked a brand new name that was only mine, Elena Vost, in O. Ramirez. No B. Nothing from them. It took 2 weeks for the court to approve it. I didn't tell them right away. Instead, I invited the whole family to a nice Italian restaurant last Saturday night for a graduation celebration. The place smelled like garlic bread and tomato sauce. We sat down and they kept calling me Hannah, all smiles, talking about how proud they were. Halfway through the pasta, I pulled the official court paper out of my bag and slid it across the table. Mom picked it up first. Her eyes went wide. What is this? That's my legal name change, I said. As of today, I'm Elena Voss. Hannah is gone. B is gone. I'm done. Dad's face turned red. You can't just do that. Jake laughed, but it sounded nervous. This is crazy, B. I stood up, dropped $120 cash on the table for my part of the bill, and looked at all of them. You erased my name for 22 years because it was easier and funnier for you. Now I erased you. Don't call me. Don't text me. Elena doesn't know you. I walked out into the parking lot. The night air felt cool on my skin. My phone started ringing before I even got to my car. I blocked every single number right there. They can keep searching for B or Hannah all they want. Elena Voss doesn't answer to either one.